A mule deer hunt so big, one show couldn't contain it all. Keith Powell and Mike McCabe hit up Colorado for some long-range hunting. Welcome to Sportsman of North America. Your ticket to the outdoors.
Grab your boat or fishing pole and take a ride with me. We're heading to a place.
Join Mike McCabe.
Good old boys can roam. We're leaving behind all the dirt and crime from the cities we call home. Yeah, join me today and together we'll say, let's grab our gear and go to the waters and the land that we understand.
Ray Howell.
Second home. Sportsman of North America. Can you hear the call? Oh yeah! We tip our hat to the great outdoors and the God above.
SNA founder Keith Powell.
Don't need a ticket. We don't stand in no lines. Just hanging with our friends. We see that? Woo!
And weekly winners just like you.
Where the good times.
Get ready, because it's time for Sportsman of North America. Keith and Mike are about to do some muley hunting with Southern Colorado Outfitters, and Keith has showed up first.
We just got through eating Max's. The best breakfast in the country right there. We're gonna go and meet up with the gang and go out and do some scouting tonight, get our license today and shoot our guns and get ready to go put the big smack down on a big muley. Southern Colorado. I was so happy that my next hunt was Steve Martinez and Southern Colorado Outfitters in Colorado. As everyone knows, mule deer hunting is probably my most favorite type of hunt. It's the run and gun and get up glassing for hours, and you see an animal, you get a game plan, and you might have to hike 3 miles up 10 canyons, and it's just my passion. I love it. This year was different compared to the last 3 or 4 years because it was so hot. Unseasonably hot everywhere we hunted. Even our first hunt with Steve Martinez this year, we went on an archery elk hunt in September, and it was in the 90s. Well, here we are. This is one of the most beautiful places you've ever seen. I guess we'll come over here to get our stuff. I'll back up.
Oh, we got a beautiful day.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a warm couple of days, and then Monday it's supposed to really start getting cold
This
again.
weather has just been so off this year.
It is.
I mean,
it has thrown everything off. It's thrown everything off.
Everything's low. I didn't know how this hunt was going to turn out. I've been watching the forecast, hoping that they were going to get some snow or hoping that some cold weather was going to set in, but it hadn't. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if the heat was going to make a difference in our hunt.
It's got to be cash or check, no credit cards. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
If you take Monopoly money, it is.
No.
Not the old heart rifle in. Hey, I think we can do it. You know, the good thing about it is that we're with Steve Martinez. He knows his area. He knows his animals. And even with the heat, I'm optimistic that we're going to have a good hunt. I think we're good. And that's what it looks like when it's zeroed in. The old Hart rifle, the Nikon scope. We're going to shoot us a deer on the moon. Last year we killed one on Mars. So, we're ready.
And we'll get started right after this. Sportsman of North America is brought to you by Hart Rifles, Hunter's Safety System, Lacrosse Boots, Kicking Bear, Sportsman's Hunting Gear, Scentlock, Boss Buck, Downwind Scents, World Series of Whitetails, Diamond Archery, Gaddis and Gaddis, and Can Cooker. Sportsman of North America Hunting Club is the only online hunting community that gives away a hunt each and every week to our members. If you want to go on one of these exciting hunts, it's only a mouse click away at www.sportsmanna.com. Our friends John and Jeremy Dahlstrom are doing a little whitetail hunting in Kansas.
We're on our way. Heading out to Miles right now. Gonna sit in the ground blind, see what we can do tonight. It'll be our first sit tonight. We're excited. We saw some bucks moving, and I think the rut's going pretty strong right now. On our way into Kansas. Had a little bit of trouble coming in. Got here a little later than we expected. We were gonna try and be hunting this morning first thing, but had some truck problems and got that underway and fixed. Got showered, cleaned up, everything in the motel, and now we're on our way out. See what we can do.
It's a quiet morning, and the guys spend most of the time spotting does. Let's see what tomorrow brings. The tip of the week is brought to you by Downwind Sense.
Folks, this week we want to talk about hunting from an elevated stand. One of the most common errors made from hunting out of an elevated stand is shooting high on your animal. And the reason is, what you tend to do is when the animal's below you is you drop that arm, your outside arm. What you need to do is shoot just like as if you were standing on the ground. When you pull your bow back on the ground, your hips and your shoulders are square. So when you drop to shoot at an angle, you need to drop, bend at your hip, and keep your shoulders and your hips square. Do not drop that front arm. Anchor in, bend at the waist. If you'll practice that and you'll live that, no more shooting high on an animal from an elevated stand.
Downwind Sense Big Game Foam Attractants, rising above all others. The stand is up in a newer, better place. Will it bring any luck? And John nails one off camera. Let's go to the play-by-play.
I just put a hit on a good buck, but he came in. I didn't have a whole lot of time to shoot. I had to stand up on this platform stand and get an arrow out. I think I got a real good hit on him. Really excited about this. Unfortunately, we didn't get the shot on camera, so I'm really excited to go find this buck. He's bleeding good. This is my first Kansas whitetail. Oh. Finally got my first whitetail on the ground here in Kansas. He's just an overall really nice deer. He's pretty young. He's probably a 3-year-old deer, I think, but I couldn't pass on him.
There you go, John. Let's see how your brother is doing.
Down right there. Yeah. This is cool. Busted off tine right here and right there. He's got some character coming off. He's got a busted off back one too. He's been fighting. That's pretty awesome. It's good to hear. Yeah.
Thanks for the hunt, guys. We'll be right back. It's time to stalk some muleys. Let's get to it, Keith.
So, you know, the first day we get here and same game plan, year in, year out. We've got a high point that we get there early in the morning and we climb this little vantage point. You know, I've got the Nikon spotting scope and we've got our glasses and we just hit this vantage point and we just glass and we find deer. We find deer way out there, bunch of them. The difference this year is that when we pulled in there that first morning, it was 50 degrees, and normally it's in the 20s. So that was a huge difference. When we were set back on this bluff back here and we're glassing, and we've seen several decent deer. It's hot. We're probably gonna have record highs today out here, but we still saw some animals. I've got exactly 3 of the biggest deer. I know exactly where they went to bed. But anyway, we're gonna back out. We're gonna come back this afternoon. We're gonna set up close to these spots, and you know we're a mile away from them, but they're decent bucks, and we're gonna come back in here this afternoon and try to get a look at them. So stick around. Well, it's officially starting. We're gonna go right up there. We're gonna walk this big rim rock and look down at all this oak brush and these big drainages. So come on, man, first day. So we're glassing this first morning, and like we thought, the actual deer sighting was really low compared to past years. And you know, we knew it was gonna be different. We knew it was gonna be tough. So we just hung in there. We glassed and glassed and glassed. And I tell you, that's why it's so important that you have quality optics like what we're using, because without them, you just miss too much. And I tell you, I could pick it apart. And we did find some animals. I counted 40 deer from right here to right there, just under the swing of the. We found a couple bucks that we didn't know what they were, but they were in that class of deer that, man, we got to take a look at them. You know, we've got to find out exactly what this deer is, because, you know, it's a mature deer. We don't know what class as far as scoring, but we just know that they're nice deer. So we're going to get down and get a little closer and take a look. Here we are, all-time record hot. Windy like crazy, but it's supposed to be getting colder tomorrow. Wednesday's supposed to be better. Thursday's even better. So we're just gonna wait it out, you know. Southern Colorado, these deer could be in here, they're just not moving because of the heat, but we know there's big deer in here. We see them year after year. It's just this year, with all this heat, everywhere we've hunted this year, no matter what we've hunted, it's just been unseasonably hot and it's been tough, but we're gonna stick with it. So come on, let's go see what we can find. I don't even know what kind of winds we've got. We knew that they were going to be bedded down this big canyon out of this wind. And I've been burning my eyes up trying to locate them bedded down. And this cover over there, this brush is a lot bigger than you think. And I found this buck right here. And I came around up on the other side of this tree and I got the spot scope on him. He just stood up and see him on the camera. But man, if we can just get some of these deer right before dark to stand up, we'll be able to see them, and we're about 450 yards, 500 yards across this canyon. But I mean, we've got a howling wind. But anyway, that's a real young deer right there, real young little 10-point. But we know there's some big ones. Hopefully we'll get lucky and want to stand up. So we go up, and we finally get to the area where we last seen the deer. And I tell Chad, I look back and tell Chad, I said, be ready. I think they're going to be right in this big drainage right here, because they were walking right down through here. So we wanted to give ourselves the best opportunity to see. And that's just as we got to the top, we look over to the right, and here they are. The 2 deer are busting out. This deer is a lot better than we thought. This is actually, you know, a shooter. Man, you own him?
Yeah. He's dead.
You're dead. take you. Oh man, that deer right there is tempting. He's a neat deer. He's got 6 on one side and 5 on the other. We let that deer walk, but I told Chad, I said, you know what? Later in the hunt, if we run across him again, we just might take him because he's a neat critter. And we looked up on the mountain, and we could really see the weather blowing in. It was cool to see the tops of the mountains with really, getting stormy. And I tell you, I got excited. Even though I didn't feel like it was going to happen that night, from what I was seeing and the temperature dropping, I felt like it was going to be good.
Day 2 ends as the cold front rolls in. We'll be right back. Welcome back.
Well, I tell you, it's 21 right where we're at right now, 21 degrees, and it was just dropped down in the teens. So we're hoping that this cold front that just came through is going to really help us get these deer up long enough for us to get one spotted, make a move on him, and see if we can get it done. So stick around. Golly, there's a bunch of deer right here. They're right. Why are they coming this way? There's a buck right there. There's a buck right there. Where's my binoculars? Oh, golly. God, that's a shooter. That's a big deer right there. We gotta get up here to our spot. Blaze orange, blaze orange. Let's get to that knoll, let's get to that knoll. Right here. I think I can see it. Go. Carl Lewis ain't got nothing on us because we are burning up the hay. We are making way. This deer don't have a chance of me and Chad bearing down on him. We get to that knoll, we plop down, and I want to tell you, I felt like a 100-year-old man because I couldn't breathe at all. And we find the deer, but I'm trying to breathe. Chad's trying to breathe. Right there. 554 yards. 554 yards. 775. 775. 775. You on him?
I'm on him. He's down.
He's down, baby. He's down. We got him. Woo! Oh my gosh. Southern Colorado, folks. I was just talking about the cold weather, and we turned into the ranch, and there's 30 does and this big buck, big force right there. We make I'm so out of breath. We make a dead sprint. I'm talking full out sprint to get to this knoll because they're out there in this field. And we just, whoa, heart rifle, Nikon optics, and we bam! We hammered him at 550 yards, baby. Yeah. Whew. Here he is right here. What? Wait, oh, look at that. Oh, oh, look at the deer. Oh my gosh. I want to tell you, look at the mass on this dude here. Look at the force. Man, what an awesome deer. What an awesome deer right here. My kind of hunt. I tell you, if you could been here to experience the adrenaline just to see how this hunt went down. Go check us out, sportsmanna.com. We give away 52 hunts a year. Just like this hunt, we're making dreams come true for people, and you could be next.
Great buck, Keith. That's the end of this week's show. But here's what we have in store for next.
Another different thing that's going to happen this year is my good friend Mike McCabe's going to be with us.
It was a 30-pound trigger.
Yeah.
You said I'm hot, ready to go. We got the thing on safety.
What?
It ain't going.
We're going to be trying to get Mike on one of these mule deer.
You know, I'm really pumped about going out to Colorado, chasing muleys with a rifle. This is my first opportunity.
Temperatures dropped. We're starting to get a little bit of snow.
And I shot right over the top of him. I was sick.
Just need to let the old heart rifle bark. Shoot them right there. Let's get back here. Glasses. One on the left. Yeah. Oh, he's right there. He's moving.
We'll see you then. Thanks for watching Sportsman of North America. Go to www.sportsmanna.com to catch all the episodes you missed. Don't forget, Sportsman of North America Hunt Club gives away a free hunt each and every week. For an online social community for hunting and outdoors, where you can meet other hunters and share photos, videos, and hunting tips, sportsmanna.com is the new destination for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Sportsman of North America, your ticket to the outdoors. We're changing lives one hunt at a time.
Closed captioning provided by Hunter Safety System. Don't let your next hunt be your last.
This has been a Sportsman Video production.